Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss the summary of the poem The Ant and the Cricket. The Ant and the Cricket. It is an Aesop's fable. Now, what is a fable? A fable is a story which has animals as its main characters and it conveys a moral. Now, as this poem also deals with two insects and it gives us a moral lesson, it's a fable. Now, Aesop was a very famous Greek fabulist and storyteller who wrote stories and fables. His entire collection of fables is very famously known as Aesop's Fable. The poem The Ant and the Cricket has got two main characters in particular, an ant and a cricket. Here, the poet has shown contrasting attitudes of these two insects. Ant. The ant is supposed to be very hardworking and very meticulously planned for the forthcoming future. That is why it stores food for the winter season as they cannot go out at that time. Whereas the cricket is very lazy insect. It is happy-go-lucky. It dances, it sings throughout the summer and the spring season instead of caring about the difficult times. So now let us see what is the summary of the poem. The Ant and the Cricket. The poet says that there was an ant and a cricket. The cricket was very silly in the summer and spring when the weather is warm and the days are sunny and happy. He kept on singing and dancing away the time. After the summer and spring, when the winter has arrived, the cricket began to complain because all the months of summer and spring he had just idled it away without storing anything for himself. Now, as the winter has arrived, he starts to complain when he found at home there is no food. When he goes outside, he sees the entire ground is covered with snow. He cannot find a single crumb or a piece of food to eat. Now he gets very worried. He starts to wonder, oh, what will become of me? Then the cricket remembers that he has a friend and he thinks of going to him. Now the cricket wants to go to him to take everything, the shelter as well as the food from the friend on one promise that he will definitely repay it tomorrow. That means he would also help him in terms of food and shelter. And if does not, he gets these things. And if he does not get these things, he must die of starvation. So he went to his friend. So can you guess who this friend is? Yes, it is the ant. Though the ant is very polite, he tells him that they have one policy that neither they borrow nor they lend. Eventually, the ant asks the cricket whether he had saved anything for the winter when the weather was warm. At this, the cricket replied negatively that he had not saved anything because during the summer and spring the nature looks so beautiful, so happy that he goes on appreciating the nature and enjoys the time without saving anything for the future. On hearing that the cricket had spent time by merrymaking, the ant becomes very angry. He said, since he sang and danced all the summer season without caring about storing anything for himself, so in the winter season also he must spend time by dancing away. So here we can see that the ant refuses the cricket to help. Now, the last line of the poem is very interesting and has a thought provoking meaning. It says, some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Crickets with 4 legs are obviously the insects, but the cricket with 2 legs are the human beings. As there are some human who are as hardworking as ants, while some are as lazy as the crickets. So, what is the moral of the poem? We should have happy moments but should not ignore our future. Careful planning is essential for everyone and it ensures a secure future. So student, this is the summary of the poem. What you have to do is just go through the poem and the question answers provided to you. Thank you children. Have a nice day.